So I am on a group with a couple of people, a Marco Polo group, and this is 2 days of recordings, one on December 28th and one on December 29th, where I was talking about some emotions that I was having and Christmas and such, and then how the Course in Miracles was relating to that. And then the last bit of it is December 31st, where Lisa gives such sweet, poignant answers and insights to some questions and thoughts that I was having. It was profound enough for me that I thought I need to slap together an episode of those 3 days recordings and share it with everybody. So please enjoy and feel free to send me an email and let me know of your thoughts and if you liked that. Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Misha Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within. I love that little framed picture. Perhaps I will stumble upon a little picture like that one day. No hurry, but I'm hopeful because it's lovely. Love the colors on it and everything. Just beautiful. And the pickup truck and all that just reminds me of home. Wilson, Wyoming. Wilson, Wyoming, population 200. There was more cows where I grew up than people. How about that? But Wilson was like 6 miles out of Jackson, and there was 10,000 or so in Jackson. So, but technically, the little town I grew up in, population 200, Wilson, Wyoming. I'm just a small town boy. Don't know where that came from. Wow. Chapter 10, The Idols of Sickness. I'm so excited for a new chapter because it's fun to be progressing. And then introduction, one little page. I love that. A one-pager. Ephemeral, lasting a very short time, lasting one day only. It referenced things that are ephemeral that affect us and how we let them affect us. And every response you make to everything you perceive is up to you because your mind determines your perception of it. I like to make it I. Every response I make to everything I perceive is up to me because my mind determines my perception of it. Basically, the whole introduction is more of the same, but feels much more poignant and directed. Like, look, everything you think nothing is happening to you is effectively what the introduction is saying. Nothing is happening to you. It's all in your perception. And I am God's creation. And again, which implies that we're all God's creation, so that the illusion of separation. I came across something recently where someone didn't like the idea of the idea of the concept that we think about the idea that we're not separated. And it was some yogi guy. But it was interesting that I can't remember who or where, but that his idea was that people shouldn't be worrying about that, of course. So I'm like, oh, well, that's an interesting concept. But I like the idea, it provides me comfort the more that I can see. In my meditation this morning, I had this thought of all of us just moving together, and there was no separation. It was just like we were all weaving and bending, and just like there was no space between everybody. We were just like willows in the wind, and it was a beautiful moment, I gotta say, in my meditation. And again, to the idea that I like to think I'm having fun playing with that everything is happening, and we can't change what's happening. We can only change our perception of it. And sometimes, so that's fun. I think, hey, that's awesome. And then sometimes I'll think, and flopping back and forth, sometimes I think, oh yes, my attitude, or if my perception changes, then circumstances can literally change. So all the chess pieces get moved by God, right? And then all of us at any given time, our perceptions are changing, good or bad, the illusion of good or bad. So God's constantly moving the little pieces around, And I was telling somebody that the other day, and it kind of freaked him out. They're like, you need to decide almost. Like, how can you even live in that space where one day you think that my only option... It's like there's dogs barking in the background or something, sorry. All we can change is our perception of things. And some days... I can believe I can change. I swear there's like dogs fighting. I'm going to have to go look and see what that is. Or like someone peeling out in their car. It's very distracting. Again, that, all the pieces are moving all the time by the master piece mover as I'm changing my perceptions and things. Anyway, this person was very disconcerted that I could think one way or the other on any given day. When anything threatens my peace of mind, ask myself, these are instructions. There's like little instructions throughout the Course in Miracles. And this one is, when anything threatens my peace of mind, ask myself, has God changed his mind about me? Then accept his decision. And it's more of like, then accept his decision. That's the way I read it. Like, you know the answer. God thinks you're amazing, part of him, with everybody else. Again, the implication that I need to stop judging other people. All other people. Heavy. So, this summit that I'm trying to create is threatening my peace of mind. But I love you too. I'm very, it's like almost survived Christmas. But I don't want to say survived, because it was amazing, but it just, having people to talk to about my experience through the holidays, then having the Course in Miracles to like lift me up and help me, I feel like, maintain sanity almost, and then really just feel so many beautiful emotions, and it's like, oh my gosh, I feel like the emotional peaks and valleys that they're just, it's like your heartbeat through Christmas, just and then now it'll like stable out a little bit. But anyway, life is good. I had a ridiculous meditation this morning, but I'm going to shut up. Thanks. Morning, ladies. Chapter 10, The Idols of Sickness. Section 1, At Home in God. A little one-pager. But I see the next one, Section 2, The Decision to Forget. And very excited to read that, Lisa, because I know it was so powerful for you. And right when you were having this awareness about forgetting, and then all of a sudden there it is, like the forgetting as it was related to your memory stuff in your job, and or what you're creating and all this stuff. And then And then there it is in the Course in Miracles, and how cool that was, the serendipity of it. I think that's what I saw going on. You can clarify that. But so I'm very excited to get to that. But in the moment, I am at home in God. And I just know that this one page made me feel super good, and coming out of the dream state. And just talking about, when we sleep, we're dreaming, and it seems real or what have you. And then we come out of that dream state into this state, and that perhaps this is just another dream state. We're coming out of one dream state into another, and that the true state is that God state. And how profound it is that if we can just get that little glimpse of God in the moment, we're just free of everything. I'll speak for me, and how cool that is. And what else? I feel like back to some sort of state of, okay, what's next in the plan after Christmas? That was an emotional ride for me. Christmas in a beautiful way, but lots of emotions, man. Crazy. Anyhow. Yeah, kids, exes, like time markers, just, yeah, it's weird. It's interesting. I think the thought that just came to me that I wasn't going to say, but I will say it, was like, sometimes I have so much love for, my boys, or Dawn, or could be you two, but Christmas really brings it out of me, or like these moments of poignancy where I feel so much love, or everything is so heightened, and then it's like, oh no, like I have the fear that love will go away. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe that's just it. And so, it's like, it's such a profound thing, I think, that it's a reminder that everything's changing all the time, and how that can feel super heavy to me, I guess, is the best way to say it. It's like, I want to hold that snapshot of goodness, and I want it to be there forever. But it's like, yeah, that's just a snapshot. Like, kids are going to change. Relationships are going to change. Like, things keep changing. And that's, it's interesting. So I get to be at home in God, like go to God, man. Anyway, that's it. That's what I got. Love you guys.
Hey guys, Happy New Year. Speaking of a marker of time, so it's 10:40 on New Year's Eve, and I'm like, yeah, just gonna be doing this thing. I love life. All right, this bad boy is gonna get back on the regular. I've been reading, but just like so scattered, and then as I get rolling, I fall asleep. But gosh, Misha, I just caught up, and there was so much you said that I want to respond to, but it's interesting because when you were talking about, our perceptions being our reality, kind of the last section that I read, I mean, it's all kind of the same, right? But different. So the section that I'm on is the investment reality, and one of the I loved this part. That is why you must realize that your hatred is in your mind and not outside it before you can get rid of it, and why you must get rid of it before you can perceive the world as it really is. Like I have to recognize that any hatred is in me and not outside of me. It's all in the computer. And I have to recognize it first. After I recognize it, I can get rid of it. And after I get rid of it, I can see the world as it really is. And therein lies the conundrum, I think, that Misha, you were talking about, where it's like, all right, we change our perception. And you were kind of given two different scenarios where it's like, hey, the world, things happen. And it's all our perception of it that creates how we do this thing. Like, it's going to happen the way it's going to happen, and we're just going to roll through it. Or, and our perception is the only kind of opportunity we have to shift how it goes for us. Or do our decisions or mindsets change how things actually go? It's like that. Anyways, the joys of homeownership. Bam! But it's perfect. I perceive that whole as beautiful, and it gives me an even more lofty ceiling. And a nice little contrast of color. One color on your ceiling. So here's the thing. Does our perception shift? Does how we look at things change our perception of how things are? Or does it actually change how things are? If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound. And you know me and my quantum obsession. I'm so interested in the concept of when we connect with the Holy Spirit, which is the here and now, based on all these things I'm reading at the same time. But is time even linear? So when we are present, when we have our awareness here, do we, which I'm tempted to believe is yes, the truth, we're entering that field of the uncreated, of the unmanifested. And we go wherever we want because we create. We are creative. We are creating with our thoughts, because our thoughts are our things. That felt really good what I just said. So I think, Misha, to all of your meditation, and Megan to all of your watercolor, and me to whatever the fuck. Not been in the moment very often lately. But I think when we are, but here's the thing. So, Misha, I already left you a Marco Polo about this, but I live at this house now, this one, with the new second story that I just created. And I feel like I've always lived here, right? That's weird. And I remember selling my old house and thinking, I'm never gonna, but planting the seed, like, don't limit yourself. There's gonna be another home. And it's almost like I moved into my home. Really weird. Like, amazing. Like, overwhelmingly amazing, but strange. And I think also what you were saying about the overwhelm of the emotions. I can only imagine, Megan, you've been experiencing that this week as well, with both your girls home and your family around. And it's overwhelming to feel true love, that does not require, that's not attached to an outcome. And I think getting to a place and experiencing love for the sake of love, because we're available to experience love, it's overwhelming. Like, that vibration is overwhelming. It's big and it's beautiful, but it's big. And that nostalgia, sometimes I think that nostalgia that I feel, that I think is what you were talking about, like, it's like It's like a homesickness. It's like a sucker punch of like, oh, how do people survive their kids getting old? How do people survive the passage of time? How do people emotionally tolerate this life? So it's so big. It's so much to feel. And you go home to God, just like you said. But I almost feel like it's a remembering too, you know? It's a remembering of all these experiences we've had that we're not conscious of or aware of or whatever, but that are in us. I don't know. It's not really, that's just a tangent, but that's how it feels sometimes. Like I always feel like I've had this weird nostalgia for the East Coast and fall on the East Coast. And I've never lived there and I've hardly ever been there but it's just like, oh, I want to go home. It's this weird feeling. And sometimes like that, it's like that feeling when I, see my kids, and now I'm rambling. But so tonight, I'm outside with the neighbors that I've essentially just met, but they're apparently my family, and I'm home. It's so weird. It's so awesome, but it's so weird. The bunny's home. There's boxes everywhere. Anyways, this process with you guys has been just awesome. Like, it's been so grounding for me right now. So anyways, I love both of you very much from the truest part of my heart. And not that there is anything that is untrue, but I'm still chipping away via Michelangelo, all the bullshit. And I am so excited to see what 2021 has up its sleeve. And Happy New Year, yo.
Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.